What's up, guys? My name is Jessica, and I'm coming at you today from Team Deborah with a video diving into the traffic source Clickadilla. So Clickadilla will allow you to run numerous ad formats, including native, banner, and Popunder, but we're going to focus primarily on push ads. If you haven't already guessed, my channel is going to be dedicated to push notification ads. So we're going to dive into their dashboard. I'm going to point out a few key features that you can take advantage of for your next campaign. And if you have not already, make sure you create your free account and join our affiliate Kickstarter forum, the AFK forum, and I've left the link for you guys in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have dived into my dashboard, and with Clickadilla, what's primarily interesting with them, I like how they are in tune with their audience in real time. And what I mean by that is you can request feature updates. They have a Telegram chat room where you can ask particular questions and see if you can get any engagement from other affiliates who are on their platform in real time. And then also, in addition to that, it seems like they're updating their features on a consistent basis. So I thought that was something to point out to you guys. Also, I think it's important to probably start with networks that you can probably take action for as far as investment goes. So the minimum investment to get started is $50, which is realistic if you're just getting started and have a lower economical ad spend budget that you're trying to stick to. However, I don't recommend just going in at this with $50. However, it's a realistic alternative if you want to go ahead and get started with CPA marketing. So therefore, I want to go ahead and look into their homepage. So at the very top, I like how they point out their news, videos that they're building, and related to their new features and APIs and integrations that are always coming forward in the platform. So I like that aspect in itself. And then you can get your reporting, you can do tracking, you can also get a qualified assistance from their managers, and then the smart pricing feature is also a benefit whenever you're looking into your targeting and when you're setting up your campaigns. So if you are familiar with the ad formats I mentioned earlier, so native ads are non-intrusive, and I think that push ads are just a different type of native application, but you know, it doesn't require the advertorial or the long copy or the sales copy that goes into it. It's straightforward, it's to the point, and I think the engagement would be higher quality personally for me when it comes to push notification ads. So I know that there are a lot of assumptions surrounded by the type of traffic that you get from these platforms, but I would say that in marketing in general, the quality in traffic, yes, sometimes it may be brokered or questioned as far as where they receive the traffic from, but ultimately the effort directly aligns with your ability to engage with your audience. So I don't go into any platform thinking that they're going to give me shitty traffic. I mean, you do have to be cautious, but you also have to be aware that sometimes it's operator error. You probably have to adjust or tweak your campaign a little bit in order to modify your offer based on what you're trying to achieve on this new traffic source. So I just want to point that out because there are verticals that you can promote are pretty substantial. We have the mainstream on one side and then literally adult on the other side, which is a totally different flip of the script. And we're not talking about just dating. We're talking about adult. We can go into the triple X features and cams and things like that. So if you are interested in stepping out of the sweepstakes vertical and testing the waters on different areas, then push notifications are 100% where you need to be, because the limitations that you have as far as the verticals that you can pursue are virtually non-existent. And then you can also do real-time bidding. So that means that as an advertiser, if you would like to place a bid on the amount of impressions that you receive on multiple sites at one time, that you can do that. Or you can just go ahead and go with the general traffic and the general impressions that you would normally receive from your campaigns. And then obviously you have their payment methods, and I like how they're upfront. So, you know, at some point, frequently asked questions have to be introduced to the audience, and I think that this kind of indicates that they listen. And you kind of, in today, 2019 going forward, you want to join forces with um, a platform that listens, because you're going to be putting money into it ultimately, right? At this point, Facebook, they don't have to do anything because they're at the top of the game as far as where it goes with targeting and the type of leads that you can get from their traffic. But when you go to alternatives, like Clickadilla, for example, you want to make sure that this is someone, or at least a platform, that has the technology to stay in tune with the traction that you would like to retrieve from your campaigns. So I've gone ahead and signed up. It was a painless process. Again, all you need is the $50 in order to start driving traffic to your campaigns. And you would just add your funds. And just going forward, the statistics are what you will see on your dashboard when you first get started. And I like how they keep it separated with the campaigns that you have active and pending. I think that's helpful if we have multiple campaigns going at one time, so that you can get a snapshot, the costs, and to help you keep track, your balance, and how to easily add funds. So their dashboard tiles, I think, are at least convenient if you're an active advertiser, as you should be. And then your chart of activity right here. And so you can create your campaign, where you can choose all type of ad format from this screen, or you can choose the type of ad that you want to create right here, and you can individually go to that, and then you can just select create, and then it will go directly into that type of format for you, so you can set up your push. So for here, this would be whatever type of rotation. So we're going to do smart. And I wanted to do smart because I wanted to bring to your attention a new feature that they have for their push notifications, which is going to be their smart link rotator. And I think I pulled up their blog to go into it a little deeper for you. So the smart rotator for push notifications is very beneficial because you always want to test your creatives and you have to consistently refresh them. Besides frequency capping and showing your impressions multiple times to a particular website, let's consider the fact that maybe you have access to a feed that probably is accessed on a network of computers, or maybe you have an offer that can be angled or repurposed multiple ways. So you have to make sure that you're pushing that out. But that can be tedious because if you're setting up campaigns to go through A/B testing, that's a lot of work because you already kind of have your campaigns separated by device already, and they're already separated by geo. This may not make a lot of sense as I'm explaining it now, but I will discuss campaign structure with you when it comes to push notifications, because you do want to keep it organized. So all in all, my point is it's a lot of work to try to do split testing with at least the 50 to 100 images that you're going to run and throw in there. And yes, I am being 100% serious when I say that you're probably going to be testing 25 to 50 to 100 creatives. So this only lets you do up to 5. But the fact that you're able to cycle your icons, your pictures, your title, and your description, which are the 4 key elements of a push notification ad, you're able to optimize your campaign, I'd say, faster because it's automated at this point, instead of you having to manually do it by just relying on the data from your tracker, from how you tediously set up an A/B campaign in your dashboard. So that's what I wanted to bring to you. So they just now introduced the Smart Rotator. It's a feature that actually just dropped today. So I wanted to show it to you because it made an interesting topic for me, obviously. So once you do that, so now as you can see, you can upload up to 5 pushes and the URLs will rotate them randomly. So the fact that they are rotating on the offer just means you have to make sure that meets the terms and conditions from both parties, right? And you're good to go. But aside from that, once you get into the thick of your campaign and you want to dive into the targeting, the pricing, your limits, and your sites, we can look at that now. So let's just test it. We'll just add my name. and I know that I want to do a web push, and then I don't have anything existing, so I can create one here. And so that's where it redirects us to where we just came from. So I will just do my name again. I'm going to do simple, and then we're just going to do, sorry, I know my keyboard's kind of loud. And then we'll do the description, and then we'll do the, and then you would just, we'll just upload something totally random that I think I downloaded a while ago. Let's do there. Oh, file too large. I know it is, girl. I know it is, boo. Let's just randomly just, I'm not using this. This is just from my social media content that I have from before, and I will just create that, right? Okay. This is too much. So you get the gist of it, right? So then from here, if I go back, before I wanted to create a new web push, I'm going to new campaign, and you would just select the ad format in your title, and then you would go to targeting, okay? And so they have it separated into tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And then they also have it separated into languages, and they also have it separated into continents. So I thought that was pretty detailed, because when it comes to these push traffic sources, sometimes targeting is missed. And you definitely want to make sure that you have all of your options available, because without that, you will not be able to properly promote your campaign. So as right now, I have all of the countries selected. And so as you can see, over here, you have your estimator. So the minimum price that you can go is a penny, and your max is $7.20. And then here you would end up getting 1 billion impressions, and then here's your level of competition. So this is where you would select your devices. Now, what I like that is different with Clickadilla that I haven't seen in some other competitors or different platforms is that game consoles aspect. I haven't seen that. So the fact that you can target game consoles is neat. You can do other. I don't know what other would be, but the fact that you have the option to introduce other is useful. Then you have your combination of mobile and tablet. You have desktop, and then you have mobile only or tablet only, which does make a difference, because some tablets don't target carriers, you know, so on and so forth, or some tablets probably are used for specific types of engagement, or maybe a particular manufacturer only happens to make tablets, right? So I thought that was pretty neat too. And then languages, you can target by language, which is very useful, specifically when it's time to start translating your campaigns as a beginner. I think that if you can narrow it down to what you are familiar with and what you're able to successfully get translated properly, this will definitely help you optimize. As far as the operating systems, now what's interesting about the operating systems is you have Kindle, you have Roku. So those are like the streaming devices that everyone uses now. So now you know what type of networks that you're able to get into. And it's funny, when I was looking into this about the fact that, you know, you can get onto someone's, it looks like probably Fire Stick or something crazy like that. I have to look. But, you know, those type of ads do pop up. So the option that you have for your traffic is definitely interesting. And then here you have your internet protocol location type, which is totally cool. So if you're doing a school or government or military or those type of organizations, the type of IP addresses that you want to target, a fixed IP, a cloud domain, like, or a cloud, yeah, CDN, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, all of that is targeting top notch. So Clickadilla already checking off the most of the boxes for me when it comes for their cost per click. I'll have to I'm going to dive into a little deeper and see how I can get the competition into the green. As far as their targeting, as far as their feature requests and their support, I do like that. And then also the dashboard it's easy to navigate. So This is the kind of review that we hope was useful for you guys in case you did not know that this ad platform was not even around. So again, I want to dive into targeting. So we have Run of the Network. That's all of the websites or the publishers that are engaged with their platform, or you can do premium. So when you expand to premium, you'll probably want to do your own due diligence to take a look at these traffic platforms, because as you can tell, the domains get a little risque. So you want to dot your I's, cross your T's whenever it comes to going through premium. But it's definitely worth a try with smart links, probably. Different placements for different offers that may not be converting well. There's so many things that you can do. So you can also add your whitelist or your blacklist. So it's pretty much who you want to include and exclude, and we'll go into more a little deeper whether or not you should utilize that feature in your campaign. And here we are in the pricing. So when we were getting started, we didn't have the opportunity to determine what our pricing model will be. That's kind of towards the end. So you have the pricing model of cost per impression or cost per click with Clickadilla. So with cost per impression, it's a set rate. You're paying for how many times your ad will be shown. So we want this amount of impressions. So per 1,000 impressions, we're going to pay $1.44. That's pretty much what we're saying here. And then if we're doing cost per click, it would be the other way around. Well, we are paying per click we get. So even if we don't get a conversion, we still have to pay for that click. So as you can see, my daily traffic has significantly decreased for this price in all of the geos, because I didn't change the targeting either. I kept it at all. So my minimum is going to be a penny. My maximum is 80 cents. If I'm putting up that I'm willing to pay $1.44 per click, then I'm obviously going to outbid everybody that's going for this specific targeting or this geo. So that's what I wanted to show you. And then if we go down to 53 cents, because we don't necessarily want to do that, and if I recalculate everything, it shifts down to the lower green, right? But I'm still good. I'm just in the bottom of the threshold. So that's kind of what is the difference is when it comes to pricing, and you can take a look at how it's going to impact your campaign before you go live right there. And then this is where you would do your limits. So I like how you can do limits based on impressions or clicks. Or your daily budget, right? As usual. Or you can do it by the hours, or you can do it by days, and then it calculates it all for you. And then here go your day parting if you want to utilize your limits for the amount that's spent for any particular hour of the day of the week. And then you can set up how much you want it, or how long you want this limit or this rule to be active in your campaign, and then you will go from there. So I'm not going to create this campaign, but you get the gist of it, which is beneficial whenever a platform is user-friendly for beginners. So make sure you join us in the free AFK forum. If you guys don't already know, I am the social media manager. You can find me as Affiliate Fox in the forum, or just tag the team, Team Devereaux, Team Common Dice, on all of our platforms, and we'll answer any of your questions when it comes to making money online. And diving into push traffic is going to be where we are going to get started together. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to starting this journey with you guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. That's why I'm stuttering. I'm a little nervous. But again, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.